Dorod Barshoma, everybody. Hello and welcome. Thank you for watching. Today, I am doing another 021G song. I saw the thumbnail for this video and I thought it looked cool. I'm probably going to get to the 4. I think there's 4 that she's really released. I'll probably get to all of them eventually, but I wanted to do this one because I thought this looked cool. And frankly, a good thumbnail goes a long way. And if I put any effort into mine, my channel might do better. But okay, before we get into it, a couple things. First of all, I'm not an expert. I'm not a music professional. I do not speak Farsi, aside from the phenomenal pronunciation of my intro. So, you know, if there's no English subtitles, I'm going to be a little bit lost. And even if there are going to be cultural references and things that I'm not going to pick up on because, like I said, I don't speak Farsi. But I'm excited to watch this one. I'm going to have some thoughts at the end, some more current event related thoughts. So if you're interested in that, please watch to the end. I don't want to say it up front, but we'll get into that in just a minute. For part 2, I already told you I'm not an expert. Part 2 is don't be a dick. You don't have to like this music. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like my opinions. Those are all fine. You're welcome to disagree with me. But I would just request that you be respectful. I try to be respectful to the artists. I try to be thoughtful in my reviews. And I would just appreciate a little bit of respect in return. With that out of the way, got my coffee, which means I'm ready to go. So let's get right into it. This is 021G with CHIYOKO, or possibly CHIYOKO. I'm not exactly sure.
9815 Lima, remain VFR if you can, remain straight and level. Squad 7700, we have a transponder.
دختر دیدیم اسمن چند تا باز همین تو کتت نمیره کس شعر گفتی پشت من چند جا که پرم به پرت بگیره نمالی بدتر میشه من مثل یه موجه تو چشتم رو کاپوت قپونید میکنم رو سرت میکشم رو کشتم نمیکنم سفره شکم و ولی خط رود میندازم کس نمیگم از سرت کلاه تو در یه بزدل نگران خوشگلیتم 5 دقیقه بگی تا میام من ننت نیستم تو رو نمیزام میگم که من بد کنی توی محل خودت بازی قبل از گو خوری طرف تو بشناسی از دور چرا هی کوری گنگ آنلاین 3 تا استوری بیا نزدیک اگه دل خوری فقط کافیه به ما بستوری 1 2 3 میپیچم نسخت اوبی من بدم نبینم دوم در آوردی رسیدی به همین جام کلم با کپی ظاهر امن محتوا توهی نیستی تو کیفیتم چاقی تو میکنی هی بیادب منو اگه رفتی با کار با این چاقالا که جنس میزنن نرو چون من نمیام یهو میام جا وحشی بگی بام کام چون نمیخوری به ما مشتی نیستی تو کیفیتم چاقی تو میکنی هی بیادب منو اگه رفتی با کار با این چاقالا که جنس میزنن نرو چون من نمیام یهو میام جا وحشی بگی بام کام چون نمیخوری به ما مشتی یه ورسیم پزمو میدم تکس برات سر یه بوم میکنیم ازش استخراج تو هم دوست داری مثل منشی بشین به در نگاه کن مثل ابتهاج نمیدم من بس که باج کل ورست نره یه بیت پانچ هی کلاج هی ترمز بین لاین بگازو بدون دیگه نمیکنم هی فترایم اصلا تو همش رو سر میز مایی واسه ویترا جواب فنو که نمیدی یه هم میره لای هیترا دوست داری دیده بشی منم میزنم اون زیرا هشتک تو فکر کردی تمومه نچاقی هنو میپرونم تشک تو عداتون قوی محتوا ضعیف نمیشید شما مفر و حریف جویل خوندین و گفتم و فری حالا برو بشین بکن واسه دختر و تعریف من گنگم مثل تو نیست بار سنگین جلو فیس پلیس تو هم گنگ داری هیده و چیپس کف داشبورد بزن پیپر و لیس نیستی تو کیفیتم چاقی تو میکنی هی بیادب منو اگه رفتی با کار با این چاقالا که جنس میزنن نرو چون من نمیام یهو میام جا وحشی بگی بام کام چون نمیخوری به ما مشتی نیستی تو کیفیتم چاقی تو میکنی هی بیادب منو اگه رفتی با کار با این چاقالا که جنس میزنن نرو چون من نمیام یهو میام جا وحشی بگی بام کام چون نمیخوری به ما مشتی
Man, Rod Pro, she really gets good beats. Full respect. She gets great beats. I like her. I like her swagger. I think she's got a great attitude, right? I think she's got a great presentation in the way that she really gets after it. So here's the thing. All right, I'm gonna segue out of the music for a minute, just because of what's going on. I'm not local, right? I'm not on the ground, so there's things that I don't know. There are elements of the story that I don't know, but I can tell you what I have seen, and what I have seen is that there are massive protests happening right now in Iran over over morality laws, right? Mostly it seems to be hijab related. I mentioned this in a video yesterday, but I'll say it again because not everybody watches the same videos. A woman, I believe more than one woman, I've seen. So here's the thing. I've seen multiple stories pop up, and I've seen multiple names. And so I don't know enough to really speak on all of it, okay? So if there's something that I'm leaving out, then I apologize. I'm doing my best here, however many thousands of miles away I am. But I know that a woman by the name of Mahsa Amini was beaten by police and later died of the injuries she sustained because she was not wearing her hijab. I don't know the full story of if it was because of her social media posts or if it was because of something that they just found her in public. I don't know about that. And I have heard of other women in the same situation. Those I can't verify as being recent. It doesn't matter really if it's recent. This is not the same, but in the U.S., there are a lot of police-related killings of black men, and even if a story that comes up isn't recent, it still matters because they still killed somebody, right? Even if it was 2 or 3 years old, that's a person that they killed for no crime. And I understand technically that not wearing a hijab is a crime in Iran. I've seen a lot of posts lately with the pictures of Iran in the 70s, back before the Islamic Republic took over, of women wearing bikinis on beaches, and it was considered a sort of a progressive-ish place for women, and it's really heartbreaking, and not just because of the fucking international relations, right? Look, I'm from the U.S. Our countries, U.S. and Iran, we have a, let's say, a relationship that's built on animosity and threats of violence, and in our case, active destabilization of governments. So look, there's stuff going on that we are not going to agree on, I'm sure, but I don't support those actions, to be frank, that my government has taken in the last 50 to 70 years. And no matter what is going on, it's really, really sad to see people lose that liberty and lose that freedom that they had. I am all for. I mentioned this in my other video. I was raised deeply religious, right? I was raised fundamentalist. And I 100% think that people should be allowed to express their religion. I think that you should not take religion away from people. But I also think that it should not be mandated that you follow one religion or that you follow the rules of a religion versus another religion. What I know of Persia is Islam isn't even native to Persia, right? Zoroastrianism is, my understanding, is the sort of the original religion. I believe Darius and Cyrus were both Zoroastrian in their practice. And so, it's not just that a religious group has overtaken the government and is enforcing rules on pretty much specifically women. Although I'm sure, look, I'm sure men get, you know, morality law issues as well, but it's a lot more visible with women because of the head coverings. But it's not even your own, you know, your own religion that has been in your country for 2,000 years. It's like if Christian missionaries came to your country and changed the laws, which has happened in lots of places and has not always gone well. It's really tragic, and my hope is that there will be change. You know, there have been a lot of protests in Iran in the last decade or two, and some more successful than others. You know, the government has shut down the internet to keep people from communicating. They have beaten and killed protesters, and you know, my hope is that these will pay off. It's, you know, sometimes the battle, right? You fight a battle and you expect to take casualties, whether that's just injuries, arrests, or deaths. If you are willing to fight that battle, then you are generally willing to accept the consequences of what happens. But you just want it to be worth it. And that's what I hope, right? I hope that whatever's happening right now, what's going on in the streets, the abuse people are taking, my hope is that at the end of it, progress is made, right? I don't know what kind of progress the people of Iran are hoping to make. I'm not here to say what you should or shouldn't hope for. You know, some people would really like to get rid of the current government. That probably would be beneficial for a lot of people, but that does come with its own issues of the power vacuum and who's going to fill that. So I'm not a geopolitical expert either, right? I'm somebody who tries to keep my eyes open. I try to know what's going on as much as I can, and I try to listen to the people who are directly involved as much as I can. So if you know what's going on, you know, if you're on the ground or if you have friends or family that are seeing what's happening and you want to fill me in, I'd be happy to hear that. Like I said, I've been trying to keep up, but it's kind of hard because I don't read Farsi, and it's hard for me to know if a video is old or new or current and what's going on. But I would like to know more so that I can speak on these things a little bit more in an educated way. And my thoughts are with the people, right? You will never see me. You'll never see me saying that we need to back the police in circumstances like this, or that people should just sit down and take it from the government. Just follow the law. Just follow the law. And maybe I have a different perspective on this than a lot of people because, you know, I have a friend who I went to school with who was murdered by police in his own apartment. He wasn't doing anything wrong. He was in his own apartment. A cop broke in, thinking it was her apartment, freaked out and shot him twice in the chest. So when people say, well, just follow the laws and, you know, it'll be fine. That's not even true. First of all, laws can be unjust and immoral, right? If you make a law that says that it is legal to marry a 6-year-old of either gender, that's an immoral law. Whether or not it's legal does not change the morality of the law, right? If you made a law that said it's okay to murder anybody you want as long as you're in your car, again, that would be legal, but it wouldn't be morally acceptable, right? And I don't think that systems that put these laws into place are justified. If the law says that if a woman uncovers her head, you can beat her to death, that's a bad law. Look, Christianity and Islam and Judaism, right? We have our differences, but a lot of those same concepts, that the theological concepts, the theocratic law concepts, A lot of those are very similar. And I would say it was immoral in any religion that endorses the, you know, that sort of behavior. I don't know. It's really sad. It's sad. It's sad. And I hope that progress gets made. That'll do it for this one. Got a little long, but I feel strongly about this, right? And I don't, might as well talk about it while people are talking about it. So have a good day, everybody. Listen to 021G. She's really talented. I really enjoy her work. I'm going to do her song with Putak one of these days. That'll probably be the next one I do from her. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day, everybody. Stay safe out there, especially if you are watching this from a part of the world where things are a little bit hotter than they are where I am. Drink lots of water and don't talk to police.